While you are walking in beautiful China, heading to colorful Guizhou, there is a magical land that brings together many wonders of the world and amazes the world, making it difficult for you to forget it once you have been to Guizhou for the rest of your life. She has the world's largest 500-meter spherical radio telescope, which is praised as China's eye of heaven, allowing you to look at the sky and embrace the moon. She has a World Natural Heritage Site praised by UNESCO as the Earthbound Emerald, which allows you to explore secrets. She has 10 famous Chinese teas as tributes to the Tang, Song, Yuan, Ming, and Qing dynasties, all of which are Du Yun Mao Jian, allowing you to drink tea and express feelings. She also has the ancient text Shui script, which is applying for the World Memory Heritage, and the largest antiquing architectural complex of the Qing and Han dynasties in the world, which gives you a sentiment of experiencing the vicissitudes of history. She is South Guizhou, both elegant and magical, picturesque and painting like South Guizhou. The green south of Guizhou, which dominates Maoling Mountains, is a gathering place of natural beauty and a home with converging mountains and verdant peaks. The forest coverage rate of more than 26,000 square kilometers reaches 65%, and there are 7 national forest parks with no severe cold in winter and no intense heat in summer. When you walk into this place, you can see the sea of clouds and the rising sun, enjoy the sunset, encounter dreamy waterside with small bridges over the flowing water, and return to innocence in the fairyland of terraced fields. The dark green will polish your eyes, and clear water will clean up your travel fatigue. Green South Guizhou is a holy place for health, a capital for leisure, and a natural oxygen bar. The mountain is like the blue wave, while the water is like a jade rainbow with a light and shadow as rippling water. The flowers blooming into a scene and the rain falling into a poem. Across pavilions, terraces, towers, and village fields, through the rivers, lakes, and ecological wetlands, constitute a visual feast projected on the mind. People are in the green hills as if they were sailing between the green waters. The world has given South Guizhou a business card, and South Guizhou has retained an emerald for the world. At the 25 degrees north latitude of the Earth today, deserts and droughts are chains that the world cannot break away. While on the 70,000 hectares of the land in label South Guizhou, there retains the world's single largest karst primeval forest, which is like a landscape aristocrat, graceful and gentle. In 2013, Libo, the 6th Natural Heritage Site in China and the first World Natural Heritage Site in Guizhou, was rated as one of the top 10 most beautiful forests in China by Chinese National Geography. The natural daily schedule is edifying everyone's vision of life here. The beauty of South Guizhou lies in its multiple colors. Buyei, Miao, Shui, Yao, Maonan, and other 43 ethnic groups have lived for generations, passing through the historical time and space, creating a brilliant culture where you can dream into a long river of time and tide and listen to his words. Time flies, and the deposited years smell sweet. The colorful South Guizhou is like a classic essay with endless charm, and the splendid, illuminating civilization is scattered quietly in every corner, waiting for every predestined person. Sanzhu in southern Guizhou is the only Shui autonomous county in China. Described as beautiful as a phoenix feather, retains an ancient text called Shui script, It is similar to the inscriptions on oracle bones of Shang Dynasty in China 3,600 years ago and is still in use today. The famous folk songs Hao Hua Hong that incorporates Buyei maples in sense dye, Shui nationality's ponytail embroidery, Oriental tango long gone dragon, jumping moon by Gulos, Buyei wedding, Shui nationality's dawn, and Mao festivals and other cultural symbols and infinite charm to the mysterious South Guizhou. Today, entering here, you can still feel the vigorous power that history brings you, penetrating the mortals of years and seeping into your life. 1,000 years of history, 1,000 years of poetry, 1,000 years of bright moon, 1,000 years of romance. There is Mao Tai in the north in the same way that Mao Jian is in the south. Duyun Maojian tea, spreading apart in the high mountains and mist, being a green leaf with a history of more than 2,000 years, won the gold medal along with Guizhou Mao Tai at the Panama International Exposition in 1915, named as the top 10 famous teas of China in 1982, and the top 10 famous teas of the World Expo in Shanghai, China in 2010. The unique ecological green delicacies such as Long Table Banquet, 8 Great Bowls, Sour Soup Banquet, and Spicy Chicken have broken out of the limit of the 5 flavors, which will be another enjoyment for you to travel in South Guizhou. Thousands of years at a glance, South Guizhou is the place that looks farthest on Earth. The world's largest single-aperture radio telescope, FAST, was completed in Pingtan, southern Guizhou province in 2016. China's Eye of Heaven is the state's own intellectual property right, being the world's largest single-aperture, the most sensitive radio telescope.
艰难是我的骄傲，我一生的骄傲。
With a mysterious Oriental flavor, FAST inquires the voice of the edge of the universe for 13.7 billion light years. Pingtan Astronomical Town has become a fascinating mecca for the popularization of science. Life between heaven and earth is suddenly like a traveler from afar. In South Guizhou, time has crossed a linear trajectory in the previous moment. People were still looking back at history. While in one second, they can integrate to the neon garment of the modern city. Located on the sea passageway of the 5 provinces in southwest China, South Guizhou is an important node city of China's Belt and Road Initiative development strategy, the largest phosphorus capital in Asia, and the birthplace of Deng and Meng, one of the founders of the Communist Party of China and representatives of the First National Congress of the Communist Party of China. The enterprising South Guizhou is making great efforts to create a demonstrative zone for innovation and development in China's ethnic minority areas, and to compose a national song of how Hua Hong both catches it and surpasses. The smooth Qiannan Guizhou, Shanghai Kunming, and Guinan high-speed rail transits with a highway mileage of more than 1,000 kilometers are the first county-to-county highways in western China. Libo Airport and Longzhoubao International Airport enable visitors from afar to easily reach every poetic distance. The livable South Guizhou owns the first-class tourism service facilities where you can either taste the different kinds of homesickness in the characteristic dwellings, or you can perceive the ethereality of the state of mind in the holiday villa. Have a city of spring water reassembles a city full of flowers. The state capital, Duyuan, which is rated as the global green city, and known as Maojian tea capital of China, is the cradle of a long stream of clear water with a tea taste of life, time boiling the rain. China's largest tea culture expo park is built in Duyuan, embracing the bright moon in the Qing dynasty and spectacular views in the Han and Tang dynasties. The largest Qing and Han Dynasty film and television city in the world was also built here. Duyun is also known as Plateau Football City and Plateau Bridge City. The 4th China Greening Expo will be held in Duyun in 2020. The new picture scroll of green hills and clear waters together with a new benchmark of ecological civilization will show a more beautiful, dynamic, and a modern South Guizhou. Heaven and earth have a dialogue here. Ancient and modern times blend here, and you and I meet here. South Guizhou, the most romantic encounter in life. A place full of hope, a place worth walking, tasting, investing, and a dream place where memories can be packed. Guests from all over the world come successively, looking at China's Eye of Heaven, tasting Duyun Maojian, the ecological state. A happy South Guizhou welcomes you.